Jam-Packed 001. And you may be wondering, why does this team look different? Well, I was reviewing the footage of the last offseason, and I was thinking, man, there was an albatross contract that I just couldn't stand. Well, to make the deal that I needed to do go through, well, it tore me apart a little bit inside. But in the end, I think it's going to work out a little bit better. I realized we were lacking on something, and that's a center. But I also thought, maybe the power forward position would also be well. And as we know, push comes to shove, and we made a trade. Zach LaVine, Nerlens Noel, and Jordan Bell out for Steven Adams and Julius Randle. Now, I took this trade because I like Zach LaVine. He was our highest points per game. Nerlens Noel was not bad. He was also top 3 in scoring. Jordan Bell was like pretty much that. Julius Randle and Steven Adams sure up our power forward and center issues that we've been having, and it gives us a couple more minutes for Donovan Mitchell as we have Andre Roberson coming back from injury, which he got off like about a couple weeks ago because he had an injury that kept him out for part of the season. Rajon Rondo's still there, and it gives time for Derrick Jones Jr., who I forgot who we re-signed. You see our roster still is pretty but it also gives more time for Donovan Mitchell to develop and hopefully not get injured again and play his natural position as shooting guard. So I made that trade after realizing, going over the footage, thinking to myself, why would I offer him a massive contract? Well, it had to even out somehow. And actually, for the 3 contracts that I did get, as you can see, our salary cap room is 4.04 million. Before it was not so high. I think it was at pretty much 0. And so Steven Adams, he's making about a little bit less, about uh, maybe not even a fraction less of a contract. Julius Randle is making, I think, a good chunk less than. Let me just check because I traded them to the Lakers. So Zach LaVine is making 24.5 and then goes up to 28 million with that team option. So they'll probably keep that 20 million, 20 million. So if you think about it, we're paying $5 million less for these guys, and he's getting paid less with a smaller contract on the end of it. And we signed Bale to secure the amount of people we had to have on the team. Now, we re-signed, I believe it was Stanley Johnson, and gave him a little bit better of a contract, and we kept Chris McCullough for. He was pretty cheap. He drops off a little bit after this year, and he goes back up to what he had. It's just basically rewriting what happened. And Stanley, and who else got a good contract? I don't know who else. I think it was only them two because I think Wesley Johnson still wants his contract extended, and he will. This guy will. He'll probably resign after, his tenure here. Um, but he wants a contract done, but he just won't have the production that he's had in the Clipperland. So I just don't see it happening. But yeah, we had to offload some of that money so we have a little bit of money to play around with, maybe going into free agency, as we probably won't lose a lot of people. I think if you look at it, we're not going to lose tons of people this offseason. We're only going to lose Bale and Johnson. I'm not going to re-sign Johnson, probably keep Bale around. And Rondo, I don't know whether we're going to keep around Rondo. We probably won't because we have Serving coming in. So we're going to keep Bale and we're going to let Rondo. Well, we're going to decline his team option so he could fall into free agency. And we're going to keep all of the rookies that have that 2-year team option. Donovan Mitchell and Jared Allen. And then we got a lot of contracts ending up in the next 2 years. Andre Roberson will probably accept his player option. And Derrick Jones Jr. we gave player option to as well. Might. I'm not gonna. He might. Um, I don't know. He was undrafted, and he played for Phoenix last, and now he's getting a little bit of playing time. Chris McCullough, not really doing too much, but I think that this is a much better situation for um, a lot of different other guys. Brandon Meredith still playing off the bench and playing decently. Nothing to say anything about. So let's get to simulating, but let's look at kind of what's going on. Award races, LeBron James putting up some pretty nasty stats as well as Russell Westbrook, who I would think that would probably be a better MVP, but I haven't looked at both their teams, and they're both on one-year contract. I believe he got extended though. Um, yeah, he got extended, and he's on a massive contract. So is Russ. Russ is on the exact same. I don't 41. Yeah, he's getting paid just a little bit less. So Chris Paul's on a pretty hefty contract as well. Still played for the Clippers. Then you got James Harden and Stephen Curry. Still getting mega money. Stephen Curry's injured for a while, so he's not going to get MVP. Rookie of the Year. Brad Meredith is third. Zach Gregory, Magnus Larson. Then you got six man Mason Plumlee, Reggie Jackson, Kyle Anderson, Dwight Howard, and Robert Covington. Defensive player Draymond Green, Andre Drummond, who had rebounded excellent since he left after he got traded. So he doesn't quite have the points, but he's made up with it for rebounds, which is scary. And he's pretty much done identical as far as the rest of the stats. So it's kind of scary to think that we gave up that, but at the same time, we're getting another great defensive player. Most improved player, Joel Embiid, Thon Maker, Devin Booker, Harrison Barnes, and Tyus Jones. So, all-star voting, you could look at the backcourt for the West, and then the front court for the rest. And for the East, you got your backcourt. Man, he's still with Celtics. History is shaken out a lot more different than what you would assume. We have nobody. And let's just look at the conferences. We are not. I don't think we're in playoff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we are fighting Milwaukee and Charlotte. Well, that's tight, pretty tight. Other than Miami, it's It's within. Yeah, it's not within too many games. It's not within too many games. 12.5, which is basically it's either or, 13 or 12. Yeah, it doesn't really fall off much. And yeah, head and shoulders, these two are your best teams. With the 76ers, Washington and Toronto. Western Warriors, I mean, let's take a look at their team. Yeah, Sean Livingston, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, Festus Ezeli. Yeah, this team is still. It's not as. I mean, it's still pretty stacked. I mean, you're missing a couple guys, but in general, you got a pretty stout team. Even with Sean Livingston kind of doing his own thing. Patrick Beverly, James Harden, Sam Decker, Ryan Anderson. I'm surprised these guys are doing as well as they are. I guess they have a pretty good bench, but I don't see it. OKC doing pretty good. Yeah, they kept Oladipo, and he's not mediocre. I mean, he hasn't been doing as great as he was in Orlando, but he's not terrible. Bogdan played actually pretty decently. Bojan Bogdanovic, John Collins, Dwayne Dedman. This joke of a center. That's not someone I would want. Reggie Jackson. After he left us, he's got a little bit. He's got a lot better about passing, but he's been tossed between OKC and Detroit, so I would expect a lot more coming out of Willie Cauley-Stein than Dwayne Dedman. Probably splitting time though. Alex Abrines, how good is he doing? Eh. Domanus has been, he's been eh. Los Angeles kept Chris Paul and Blake Griffin and DeAndre, so three are back together. They're probably not going to go too far into playoffs. So, history could repeat itself over and over again. Now their new lineup is D'Angelo Russell, Zach LaVine, Brandon Ingram, Larry Nash Jr., Hassan Whiteside, Nerlens Noel. Oh my God, I set them up to be really good. Yeah, I set them up too good for their own good. Like, this is pretty stacked, and I see them winning championships for a while. Like, this starting five, even with almost 30-year-old, late 20-year-old Hassan Whiteside, like, I see them winning championships. That's kind of a lineup I see going far. This one, maybe. I guess I see this another championship contender for the next couple years. Not this team is probably one of those perennial playoff contenders, but probably not. Utah Jazz, not with their point guard problems. They got a better point guard. No, it's, it's kind of scary. Give them a point guard. I think that they got that thing covered. I mean, in all reality, they haven't lost anybody off that starting lineup other than whoever, like Ricky Rubio, I believe it was. No, it wasn't even Rubio. I don't know who their point guard was before that. Minnesota, Tyus Jones, Malik Monk. I mean, yeah, Ricky Rubio's right there. Yeah, it's an okay team. It's an okay team. Sacramento, Derrick Rose, Buddy Hield, Rudy Gay. Although I want to take a look at his contract because I think it's albatross. Like, I think it's really bad contract to be taken on. Yeah, that's something. I remember looking through the trades and seeing that how much money he was getting paid, and just thinking, why? Like, mm, why? Why would I ever take that on? I don't know what contract Buddy's on. It can't be that bad. Nah, I don't know. Yeah, that's not a bad contract. Rudy Gay is on a bad contract. He's not. I guess. Could be worse. Ennis for where he's playing, I guess. New Orleans. It's okay. Like, that's a decent contract for him, and he's getting paid money as well. These two are gonna be decent together as long as they can get their stuff together. If they could get some other draft picks, and really just kind of tank out with these three guys, they'll be fine. But I know these guys aren't meant to. Oh, and the Goon Squad is back at it. Uh, mm. Their team doesn't look terrible. It looks like it would be able to suffice. But I guess their depth can't bring them out of it. Like, they look like they're pretty decent. Like, Maurice Harkless, not for that contract, but yeah, he's on a decent contract. He got re-signed to a pretty nice contract. And these guys are getting paid. Now, he shouldn't be getting paid the money he is, and I don't know why they have JJ Redick, but I guess they were going, yeah, they're selling. They got Tony Parker, they got Alan Crabb. I don't see it, but so be it. Let's see it. Lonzo Ball. Okay, fair enough. Lance Stevenson. Depending on his contract, like, yeah, that's almost a steal. Justice Winslow. Yeah, that's a good contract for him. It's cheap, and depending on how much he produces. Yeah, that I don't. Yeah, that's about what I would think that would be okay for him. And he's on rookie. He's a rookie, and yeah, Chris Bosh playing center, I guess. They don't really have a center anymore, and I guess that's where their weakness is that they don't got us. Yeah, they got three centers, but none of them are any good. Yeah, that's where their weakness is. And Goran Dragic is out for this season, and I don't know where he would play though. That's the question. Yeah, ACL. He's out for a while. Trey Burke. They got a lot of good point guards. Josh Richardson. Like, I mean, I see why they last. I guess they got a lot of young talent on the bottom end. Just can't really do anything with that center issue. So you have Chris Bosh playing, but he's getting paid money to stay there. Like, if you think about it, he's gonna be like 37, and he's probably gonna retire after he gets that 27.6 million dollars. I mean, I don't know about you, but I would pretty damn sure make sure that that's gonna be the end of my career. I still don't know why Miami's basically hand over, well, fist over hand, giving him money like that. And he's gonna be coming off of his rookie contract pretty soon as well. So, I mean, so let's take a look at. Okay. So our next big game is against Cavs. So let's sim up to there, and I guess we'll play against. We'll go. We should win against. Yeah, I was like, we should win against them, and we should, we should. Out of this group, we should probably take. I'm gonna say split. We take one at home. We take one here, and I'm gonna say we lose. So we should split this week 2-2, and this one we should lose. So let's see, 2-2 for the next week. Yeah, we just get ripped apart. That doesn't bode well for us. Yeah, I knew we would take that one. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Yeah, and I thought we were gonna beat them. No, we don't need to take two straight losses like that. We need at least. Nope, we went 1-3. That sucks. All right, so we went 1-3, and we haven't fallen out. Like we're we're not necessarily tied low. So let's out of this week. I'd say two. I'm gonna say 2-1, but I'm also like 1-2 wouldn't surprise me. Okay, that's or 0-3 because I don't see us winning against this team. So yep, 0-3. We take now. We're just kind of. Mm, uh, see us taking the L here and maybe taking the win at the Thunder. So we take the. No, see us taking an L here, but taking a W there. Okay, yeah, that works. So what we really need to do, let me make sure. Alright, on court. Okay, and make sure that I am. Okay, everything's good. Alright, we're gonna play the Thunder, I guess. So as we gotta go into this, we gotta remain. We gotta know that what our strengths and weaknesses are. Goodness gracious, that hurt. And don't worry that. Um. Okay. Okay. I guess we'll go opposites. So we need to make sure that we're great defensively and on the boards. That's all I'm worried about. Like if we have success on the boards and just defensively, I'm perfectly fine with that. Offensively, we need to get a rhythm going. We don't need to be blitzed the crap out of the Thunder because we're not going to win that battle. Not with Westbrook and Oladipo. If we could just if down low we could out physically, if we could physically just outweigh them, it's fine. Um, then our bench just needs to do the cleanup work. So let's make sure Westbrook is. I want. So that means Marcus Smart. I want Donovan Mitchell on Westbrook because I feel like he could do a better job of containing him rather than Marcus Smart, and the rest could just do what they need to do. Those are the only two that need to be switched. Because I don't feel like going. I mean, maybe I'm doubting Marcus Smart's ability, but I have a strong feeling that he's not going to be. He's not going to be as dominant or as good against Westbrook. We just need to contain Westbrook and keep it down low. Well, keep it tidy down low. And we'll be fine. Grab boards, stop Westbrook, and get us somewhat of an offense out of someone going. So we're 24 and 31, and they're 36 and 21. So they're at to top three in the West, I would assume. And it's Marcus Smart, Donovan Mitchell, Stanley Johnson, Julius Randle, Steven Adams versus Russell Westbrook, Victor Oladipo, C.J. Miles, John Collins, and Dwayne Dedmon are your starting lineups here in Oklahoma City in the Chesapeake Energy Arena. Former Thunder player Steven Adams and Andre Roberson are playing in this game. Donovan Mitchell, good defense on Westbrook as expected as the lineup changes are good. A bounce pass through the legs to Adams and gets the foul from John Collins as they get two free throws. First one made. Pretty decent season by Steven Adams. He's a big physical threat, good defensively. Hopefully could continue his offensive threats here. Hopefully for this team, oh man, give me just a second. This team, this Pistons team. Oladipo, Smart on Oladipo. Oh, Westbrook fakes out Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell gets blocked. Donovan Mitchell tries to go around the defense. Now he's going to go inside. No good on layup. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell trying to do too much right there. Good defense that time. Dwayne Dedmon gets the rebound and the second chance points opportunity. Donovan Mitchell bounce passes it to Marcus Smart. Passing it to Julius Randle. John Collins on Julius Randle. Nice defense and a bad shot by Julius Randle. Trying to force too much offensively, this team is. Foul by Marcus Smart. Reach in. One foul on each of the teams now. 10-15 remaining. 2-4. OKC lead. And Dwayne Dedmon takes the easy layup as he comes all the way from the three-point land. Stanley Johnson gets the ball picked up after his dropped. Donovan Mitchell, too much mustard on that. shot and misses the shot. And Marcus Smart, another foul, second one for him, and he's going to be pulled out of the game after that. Rajon Rondo in the game now. Mitchell on Westbrook. Mitchell on Westbrook. Again. And blocked, but it's last touch by John Collins. Yeah, his rebounds a game are going down kind of steadily as he's losing time to Julius Randle. Rajon Rondo passing out to Johnson as he gets an open three and drains it. Gets him within 1 point with 9:10 remaining on the clock. Miles, Stanley Johnson on defending Miles. Pass to Dedmon as he's taking advantage of Adams and makes a very difficult shot. Somehow Dwayne Dedmon is creating offense for, I don't know, not necessarily a lifeless offense, but as Donovan Mitchell ties the game up with another three from pretty much the same area as Stanley Johnson, but a lot of offense is going through Dwayne Dedmon as he seems to be taking advantage of an interesting and troubled Steven Adams as defensively he just can't control it, as that's a nice acrobatic layup by Russell Westbrook. Free throw obviously made. 8-11. Rajon Rondo trying to break down his defender, which is Russell Westbrook. Stanley Johnson not known for his three, but he's going to try and take another one. Not a great three-point shooting team. Not statistically, at least. Probably a better defending team, but probably needs to become better offensively. Donovan Mitchell and Russell Westbrook as he takes a step back three and drains that in the face. Wow. Julius Randle coming up and jams it down for a emphasis dunk. Pretty much getting in front of the defense, as most of the defense for all the blue jerseys were right behind him. Russell Westbrook, spot up three, no good. Stanley Johnson gets the ball. Pass to Rondo. Takes a wide open mid-range and drains it, brings him within two. Pretty good game at New York just a couple days ago. Rondo and Oladipo. Mitchell and Westbrook. And drains that one as Mitchell gets shook right there. Westbrook gets the steal. Foul on Rondo. First shot missed. Pretty decent season for Victor Oladipo. 12 points and 4 rebounds a game. Both of them missed. Both free throws missed. And good defense stops Steven Adams from scoring. CJ Miles drains the three way back. Up by 7 now. Adams, layup in traffic, but pretty easily gets in, drains it. 14-19, down by 5. Westbrook, another spot up three after a steal attempt. Oh, an acrobatic layup attempt, and Russell Westbrook gets called for the shooting foul. Fans do not like that, but Stanley Johnson definitely will take that. 7 points a game and 3 rebounds a game. And definitely not the stats he would like. He would like to carry in a little bit more importance as he's getting more time. And reach and foul there. OKC now on the bonus. CJ Miles, 10 points and 2 rebounds a game. Shooting pretty efficiently at at 49.5%. Drains both of them, 21 to 15, up by 7. And tries to defend it as Donovan Mitchell just drains the 3, brings him within 3, I believe. So, obviously means that they were down 6. And another foul. Well, no, first foul on Donovan Mitchell. Still trying to get the steal, but giving Russell Westbrook free throws is not what you really would prefer to do. Willie Cauley-Stein looks like he's checked into the game. Donovan Mitchell tries to create space. Gives it to Steven Adams, who gives it back. And Donovan Mitchell comes back and puts it down. He now has 10 points, nothing much more than that. Down by 3, 22-23. With about 5 minutes remaining. Now down by 5. And heavily contested as Steven Adams gets the rebound, and Julius Randle also gets the rebound and gets a second chance point. So Steven Adams shoots the ball, misses, and Julius Randle gets the second chance point as Stanley Johnson gets a steal, passes it up to Mitchell. And no good as Julius Randle will get the rebound again, and, well, a sea of blue right there. 22-25. Right under 4.5 minutes to go. Donovan Mitchell, good attempt. Well, pretty good defense, hand in the face of the defender. And almost lays it up as Steven Adams gets the rebound and the second chance points. That's what they really got to be doing off the boards. Getting those rebounds is going to be the most important part of this game, as it's not that there will be a lot of missed shots. It's just that just to ensure the win, that's what they have to do. Down by 3 now as Russell Westbrook makes the very difficult layup. Jared Allen checks in, as well as Andre Roberson, Brad Meredith, and Derek Jones Jr. And Abrines looks like he pushed off a little bit, but not going to be called for anything. Westbrook's still in the ballgame. Ooh, nice defense by Rondo. And Jared Allen tries the post moves on Willie Cauley-Stein as Abrines pretty much shaves through that defense easier than butter. Brad Meredith lets go of the ball, and they're down by 5. They don't need to be making these stupid little turnovers that they seem to have a problem with. Darren Collison also in the game, as well as Taj Gibson. Foul on Brad Meredith. Tries to get the block there, but instead Russell Westbrook draws the foul and misses the first shot. 16 points for 17 points for Russell Westbrook now. Jared Allen against the hard defense gets that shot off the assist from Rajon Rondo. 5 assists for Rondo, nothing more than that. It's really what he needs to be doing, as that's why they brought him in, not as primary scoring target, as he'll be probably not used as much on that. Brad Meredith, first overall pick out of this last draft out of Boston. And no good for Rondo as he tried to shoot a 3-point. Westbrook gets the ball. Rondo right defending him right on. Good defense by Roberson. Roberson gets the shot opportunity. No good. Really has been struggling every single time we've had a live game cast here. Not really doing too much. So this is the last game before the All-Star break. Roberson with the steal. He's going to pass it up to Brad Meredith. Oh, almost gives it away. As Meredith can't hold on to it. Second turnover for him. Abrams. Pass it to Gibson. Brad Meredith tries for the block. Gives it to Abrams, who wide open will not do nothing but get net. And throws it to Rajon Rondo, which was just trying to create space against Russell Westbrook, who found himself out of bounds. Now by 7. Defense shook him up a little bit. Derrick Jones Jr. Russell Westbrook gets a foul called on him. Playing good defense, but nonetheless, gets a foul called on him. This is the first one. Second one, good. Not down by too much. Could get out of hand if they let it. Abrams. Jared Allen disrupts his shot. Good. 3-point attempts for this team, pretty much as a whole. Not a great 3-point shooting team. Now, as a GM, it gives me an idea of what I need to get for either the bench or the starting lineup. A couple 3-point shooters, definitely not that bad. Alright, we're back. Second quarter action. Ready to get underway. Let me just check this out. Marcus Smart will be back in. I'm gonna give someone with a little bit of experience in here. Chris McCullough. And Ashley Johnson. Alright. Alright. Jared Allen gets the ball and pretty much throws it out. I see almost immediately Larry Sanders, Wesley Johnson, and Chris McCullough. Steal by Smart. And good shot there by Sanders. These three guys have something to prove if they want to stay on the team in any fashion. It's probably one of the few games I would get. And third foul by Marcus Smart. Not good for Marcus Smart. Andrew Roberson coming back from an injury just a few weeks, about a month and a half maybe off of it. Shot, CJ Miles, good. Down by almost 3. Three-point shot by Smart in the face of the defender. Good job there. Getting a good 3 opportunity. Ooh, nice crossover by Abrines. Wesley Johnson. Miles. Collison. Smart and Collison. Good defense by Sanders. Nice 3 attempt, but no good. Down by only 4. CJ Miles. No good there. Well, good there as they go up by 7 now. Good defense there. CJ Miles giving it to Collison. Blocked by Sanders, providing some defensive help there. Three, easy. Look, making it look easy out there with the 3. Bringing him within 4 again. Willie Cauley-Stein. Miles, another 3 attempt, almost made it. Marcus Smart, another 3 attempt, another good make. They're trying to string together some 3s, as that probably could have been their biggest issue. Collison. Get Smart. Good defense. Chris McCullough creates the foul. Misses the first one. Starting lineup back in for the Pistons. Makes the second one. Up by 2. Another 3 attempt. No good. Probably a little bit too much trying the 3 there. Easy 3 made by Darren Collison. Lost by Adams. Steal back by Adams. Blocked by Collins. Driven up by Collison. Collison tries to work down on Mitchell. Good defense by Mitchell. Rebounded by Adams. Stolen by Oladipo. Victor Oladipo, an easy layup there off the steal. Steal by Collins. Donovan Mitchell, good defense, but can't shake off the lucky bounces. Weaves through traffic and brings it within 7 with about 7 minutes remaining. Stolen by Randall. Hard foul by CJ Miles. Good shot. First one made. Second one bounces and goes in. Down by 5 now. You can never get over that hump of trying to get a lead here. Get close, but not really any further than just close enough. Dunked down by Dwayne Dedman. Still controlling a lot of what's happening on the offense. Stanley Johnson, no good. Steven Adams can't get the rebound from Collins. Oladipo drains that 3. Now up by 10. And let's just see how this thing turns out. Well, we win. We won because second chance points and defensive rebounds. Got a couple more steals, a couple more blocks. I mean, other than that, we should never won that. We had no business winning this game except for Donovan Mitchell's really good 33, and you know, Brandon Meredith getting a point and 5 rebounds. Rajon Rondo 5 assists, 5 and 8. I mean, none of these stats are like other than Donovan Mitchell's 33 points. Marcus Smart 19 points. I mean, pretty good. I mean, nothing to shy away from and say, that's bad. Julius Randle, not terrible. I mean, Steven Adams, I would like to see a lot more out of, but out of this team, not a great 3-point shooting team, but not terrible. I mean, I think a lot of the reason why we're losing is because we're getting beaten on the edge, on the outside. But there's only so much we can do. Wesley Johnson, I don't think I'm. Well, I still don't think I'm gonna give him that much money. Hmm. Hmm. We're just gonna give him a bunch of years and a bunch of money. Hopefully, he can help us make good trades. Hmm. Yeah, we should have better offense, but you know. Oh, righty then. Okay. We'll see, man. So, after that, I kind of know what I want to go after. Um, so, Servin next year will be great to have on our team. Stanley Johnson, not terrible. Donovan Mitchell, not terrible. Hell, if um, did I just? Who's playing backup? I mean Roberson. So yeah, no, I like that we have now a different option than Roberson. You know what? I'm actually gonna. You know what? No, because that doesn't make sense to me. I know it doesn't. I think it needs to make sense to everybody else. If he could become somewhat amazing, that's all I'm waiting for. So he's gonna get his time. We're gonna see how he does, and I think I'm gonna give him until right after this Lakers game, and then I'll make another decision. So that's gonna be it for me. So enjoy your evening, and um, yeah.